pretty good. How you doing? Welcome to Cooking While Drunk. Sipping on some Chardonnay. This is called Monterey Cut. It's a 2021 Chardonnay. The grapes come from Monterey County. It was bottled and cellared in Sonoma, actually by Boisette, which is the family of vineyards that we belong to. We belong to Wattle Creek, which is part of Deloach, part of Boisette, which means we can go tasting at like, we're up to like 7 properties now, I think, we have access to. This one we got at their Stellar Cellar sale, and I just wanted to try it. It's got notes of ripe pear, gala apple, and lemon curd with a hint of toasted chestnut.
It is really delicious.
This is really good. And it is a blend, but they use the grapes from Monterey. It's really good. So, why am I talking about wine? What goes good with wine besides
Cheese.
everything? Seafood. Specifically, what do they call them? Bivalves. Clams. And who did we discover recently that loves clams? She's going. We were out shopping one day. Annika was with me. And I said, oh, I want to get some clams. She goes, what are clams? And I said, oh, there are these little things here.
I did not say that.
And I was telling her about them.
What did you say?
I said, he said, oh, I want some clams. I said, I want to try some.
This one doesn't have anything in it.
What the?
Yeah, so she goes, I would like to try some. I'm like, great. If you don't like them, then I can eat them all myself. So these are Manila clams. These are farm raised here in the U.S. So you take your clams, you give them a little bit of a rinse, you put them in a bowl of water, and let them soak for 10 minutes up to about an hour. We're gonna drain them off. And what that does is, as you can see, there's a little bit of sandy grit at the bottom. So it's called purging. I do a lot of my seafood, all my shellfish, except for shrimp. I will purge, even crab. I will take a live crab, dunk it in some beer for about 10 minutes. It will actually take in some of that liquid and expel liquid. And when it expels, it shoots out a lot of sand and other stuff. Give it a rinse under cool water. Let me rinse out my little bowl here. So we're going to make a really simple and easy clam recipe. Just using a few basic ingredients. We have 1 large shallot, a few cloves of garlic, some butter, chicken stock, and white wine. I'm going to give these one more rinse just to make sure we get a lot of that stuff out. And then while these sit for a second, let's get started. So I'm going to put it on low heat. I'm going to melt some butter. And because I'm not going to use just butter, because butter can burn, right? We all know that. So I am going to add a little bit of canola oil. So I'm going to I have here my shallot. Goes in. Let this sweat. This is going to take about 30 seconds or so.
I remember her saying that to me.
Oh, okay. So once the shallots are fragrant, I'm going to turn on heat just a little bit. I'm going to add the garlic. Now at this point, I would normally add a nice pinch of red pepper flakes, but because this is for my daughter Annika, and I'm not going to put any in. Now, if I wanted not to share this, I would put in some red pepper flakes, but I'm going to grab my glass and take a sip. So as you can see, just barely sweating. And I'm taking this. That's really delicious. So now that it's sweated out, I'm going to add a splash of white wine off the heat. Now, wine will not flare up, but it's a good safety habit because if you're using cognac, I've done this with cognac, not this, but I've done mussels with cognac or ouzo, as recommended by Kat Cora when I met her in person at Macy's. Take it off the heat, add it in because the alcohol could catch on fire. Wine, not so, because it's not a high alcohol content. But just give this a little simmer down. Give it a stir. Oh, it smells so good. You can see how, like, with the addition of the wine, it already started making like a little bit of a sauce. So now I'm going to add, I've got about 1 cup of chicken stock. And this is the packaged stuff. I'm out of homemade chicken stock. You know, just come up to a bit of a simmer. Scrape up any brown bits on the bottom from the garlic and shallots. I'm making a mess here. Gonna add a pinch of salt, kosher salt, just a small little pinch, and a little bit of cracked black pepper. Another option right now, you can add a sprig of thyme, a sprig of rosemary. What do I have left? I have 1 little sprig of oregano left. I'm gonna put that in. Break off a little bit my rosemary. That's gonna go in, and this is actually herbs from my garden. All right. And I'm going to take my mussels.
Your clams.
I'm sorry, my clams. Pinch of saffron right now would be good too. But I don't know if Annika likes saffron, so.
I will go with your original recipe, so that way.
Well, original recipe does have saffron.
Oh. Well, then she tried it, so what you
No, I didn't make it for her with saffron.
Oh, got it.
All right, so now, everybody go swimming. There we go. We're gonna put our lid on. This is gonna take 5 to 7 minutes. So in about 5 minutes, I'm gonna start checking it to see if they're opening up or not. If they're not quite opening, I'm gonna go wait another minute to minute and a half. If most of them are open, then I will kill the heat and just leave it, clamp the lid on, just so it can finish coming up to rest. And I'm going to grab my wine, and we'll be back in a minute. Hey, don't forget, hit like and subscribe. Find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Once again, thanks for watching Cooking While Drunk. Time to sip, sip. We're gonna shake, shake. Every minute, pick up the pot, give it a shake. Well, I can't do that while I'm holding my wine, because you want to give them a little stir. And we'll be right back. Cheers. Give it a shake. So you'll see they're not quite open. They're starting to open, but not quite. So we're gonna give them a few more minutes. Oh my God, it smells so good. Also, as this is finishing up, I'm going to grab some parsley. Yes, this is dried parsley, but take a look at this. Unlike dried parsley, do you see how green that is? Oh, can you smell that? Babe, can you smell that? Mm-hmm. So this is parsley that we grew, and I just left it out to dry and crumbled it up. So it's not that store-bought stuff that basically tastes like pencil shavings. Turn this down a little bit. Okay, should we take another peek? Just give it a shake. Oh, you see how they're opening up now? A few more minutes. I'm going to kill the heat. Just let the residual heat continue to cook them as I contemplate what to add. Parsley. We'll do a hit of lemon. If you don't want to use wine, you can actually do, when you do the wine, you can do a little bit of sake or even vermouth. I've been deglazing with vermouth lately. I don't have any more because I've been deglazing with it. But I think Now that they've kind of cooked through, tap that lid, squeeze some lemon. Oop. And you're also flavoring the liquor, the broth. That is so good.
The liquor or the liquid?
It's actually called liquor.
Oh.
Yeah. The liquid that comes out of shellfish, they call it liquor. The clams and the mussels. Let's give it a stir.
Nerese says she wants some.
Mm-hmm.
Nerese, did you want some? You can't have it.
As you can see, they're all open now. Anything that, as you go through, if it is still closed, you toss it, because that means they were not alive. When you buy clams, they're actually still alive. The only time they're dead is when they're, well, you know, frozen. And just bivalves in general are so good because they are delicious and tasty. I'm going to take this one out so that it'll cool down. Let's hit it with a little bit of parsley. I was going to do the individual bowl, but I might as well just do it now. So if you have a nice crusty loaf of bread, you can serve it with, and that'll help. You can just dip it in to the broth. Alternatively, what I've done in the past, or many moons ago, is through a strainer and cheesecloth fabric, I actually reserved the liquid, strained everything out, brought it back to a boil just to, you know, make sure everything is cooked through, chilled it, and then I jarred it and froze the liquid, and that way I had, when I needed clam broth, that's what I had. So there we go. Look at that. Oh. Mmm. Delicious. Guess what? You now have a fork that you can use. But that's actually a lot of work than just using a fork and spoon. Mm. So, there we go. Delicious. Here's one for the camera person.
Mm-mm.
You want to try it?
No, thank you.
Mmm.
They are, but one moment, 'cause we'll bowl it up for you and put it, let it cool down, okay?
Annika's really excited for some clams. So there you go. Not very difficult, not difficult to make. Shallots, garlic, butter, sweat, white wine, chicken stock, oysters, lid.
You mean clams?
I'm sorry, I keep saying clams. I saw oysters today. I wanted to get the bag of oysters, but they were a little expensive, $69 for the bag. And plus, what am I gonna do with all them oysters? But really, really, really delicious. Cheers. Thanks for watching Cooking While Drunk. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you want to see. Leave me a comment and I will read them all. Alright? Cheers. You guys have a good evening.